Someone wrote in, they were talking about how they're outgrowing their friends and all they do is sit around and play video games all day. Wow, it sounds like virtually everyone's social circle in 2021. So I thought that being this a universal wound, why not we just poke a couple of sticks in it? Make it pass around a bit. And so I think that the first thing that you must recognize about friendship is that yes, throughout life, you'll go through certain, and I wish that I shaved my head for this one word, phases. And in those phases, something incredible is going to happen, which is that your entire social circle will change because it is a reflection of where you are at mentally in your life. But let's go a little bit deeper than that. The next phase that you must remember is that, you're going to change because of the phases that you're going through life. But another way of looking at it is, and this is something that Jordan Peterson actually talks about a lot, which is that human beings and the way that they interact is sort of a game. And as a game, there is a goal. That's the game. So, say that you're in high school, for instance. What's the game there? The game, I guess, when you're with your high school friends, is who do you feel most comfortable just pissing time away with? And obviously, what's going to happen with all of the little interests? What happens? Oh, the girls hang out with the girls and all the boys hang out with the boys. And amidst that, the boys either play rugby or they stand around and be smartasses. Those are usually the two little groups there. When it comes to girls, what do? Different social factions based on their social standing. So the loser girls hang out with the losers and the cool chicks hang out with the cool chicks. And what's the difference? Their tits have developed. That's pretty much what happens, right? That's the games that are all happening there. And obviously women are sitting there trying to develop their social skills. And I suppose guys are they're doing the same thing. They're sitting amongst each other. So the guys that are sitting there playing sport, their little social reproductive thing that they're going after is to just be as alpha as possible. And the guys sitting around being like, yeah, family guy. They're trying to be Sigma. That's their version of reproduction. Reproducing. That's what they're trying to do with that little particular game that's happening there. So they're just playing that amongst themselves. And as a result, they have a common interest. And that's the game that they are playing with each other. It really is just, the alpha guys are usually a little dumber, so they're actually just playing a game. But they're getting physically fit. Yeah? They're getting used to the hard knocks of life. That's what's happening there. They are trying to gamify their problems in life, to work on them together, like kittens playing around with a ball of string. That is what is happening when you are outgrowing friends. You're just like little puppies playing little rough and tumble games with each other. And so, as a result of that, when you go on to different phases in your life, when your interests change, what does that mean? It means that your goals have changed. It means that you are playing a different game, and so you need different teammates. That's really what's happening in friendship. It's actually extremely obvious now that you think back at it when you go to like netball or basketball, right? Similar interest, and they're trying to get good at that game together, and so they bond together. That's what's happening when you're outgrowing your friends. If you're going to be sitting around playing computer games on your ass and you have a different goal in life, which is, I'm going to say, probably as a result of watching Jordan Shanks or some other self-help, could be a wide range of people, such as who's someone else that would be relatable to under 20s men. Louise Hayes. But you're finding someone that is probably saying, hey, maybe you should aim for something else in life. Play a different game. And so that's why I think at the moment, the social circle that I have is so intertwined with my work life. And that is because we all have a similar goal. We all have a goal in life. We're all playing that game together. We're all getting better at it. As a result of that, we're good friends. We're good friends because of that dynamic that is occurring there, that we all have like that similar, like hunting together. That's what's really happens. Like, can you imagine, just go back to primordial days, not primordial days, prehistoric days. It's a little bit too far back. I don't know if bacteria plays games or not. Maybe they do. What is the game there? Patty cake. But anyway, yeah, they... But yeah, they are. You go back to prehistoric days. Can you think of a group of guys that would be better friends than a pack of hunting men going out and getting some antelope? They would be really good friends. Because also their survival is tied into it, which is also my personal theory as to why junkies are so in love with each other. It's because their survival actually depends on one another. That's why you have those extreme fights, but it happen in the span of 5 minutes when you're walking past them in Central Station. That is because of that. Their survival is linked into it. So the game has real-world ramifications. And so that's what also happens as well. I think that the bond that we have at Friendly Geordies, I think, is strengthened by the fact that the game that we are playing is quite serious. And so as a result of that, things get more heated, like with the junkies. Things get more heated the more serious it gets, but they also become more connected. You also have this thing of, no, we're really in this together, and like we stuck with each other through the tough times, and that creates a stronger bond. And it's also in pursuit of like a higher goal in life. And I think that that's what happens when you are sitting there and you're outgrowing your friends that want to play computer games. And if they just want to sit there and play computer games, that is the game that they are locked into. It's a distractionary game through and through, isn't it? Because it has all of the elements of goal seeking, but it puts it into something that is completely useless. And the fact that you have hooked yourself out of the Matrix, I congratulate you on it, because they're probably going to be stuck in there forever, just playing better and better, more enhanced games until, let's be honest, their life becomes more awesome than yours as they sit in their little Matrix blob tube, getting fatter and fatter until they look like that vampire in Blade. And there is a nice little crossover there that is happening. Welcome to meme-related culture, where everything is just, this movie spliced with this movie. Yeah, there we go. There. Do you understand what we're talking about now? Doesn't that freak you out as well? Just as a little side note, by the way, just while I'm thinking about it. Really scares me that everybody, like, you can talk to someone from the Philippines that lives in the jungle and you can say, hey, do you know Rambo? Oh, yes, Rambo. I know Rambo. That shouldn't happen. I should have nothing in common with some guy in the Philippines that owns a pair of shorts, and that's it. But, yes. That's what I think is happening there. You are moving out of that. You are trying to find a different game to play. And as a result, you will find different teammates. And that is truly a circle of friends. When it comes to individual friendships, it might be a little bit different. And that really depends on your social skills. But when you're talking about your gang, different feeling. That is going to change with where your head is at. And so I applaud you for the fact that your head is moving out of computer games, because I really do think that that is going to be one of the problems that human beings will look back on and think, oh, okay, that's why we don't have running water anymore. Because everyone was playing Sim Plumber instead of actually becoming a plumber. Yeah, so I think I've gone through that before, and I don't want to get the hatred from gamers and start Gamergate 2 because some pissant had something that was slightly adverse to the dogma of guys that play Red Faction 2. Is that still a good game? Oh my God, so out of date, out of the loop on it. Yeah, I get all the things that people say that it's all relaxing and whatever, but I'm saying that, look, everything in life can be treated as a computer game. So why use computer games for that? Find something bigger. Find something more interesting and challenging. Anyway, if you liked that, make sure that you sign up to Jordan Shanks, because there is tons of advice, better advice than this. And this is primo advice anyway, but there is even better advice behind that secret mystical wall. And if you're cool enough to give me the price of a coffee, it shall be unlocked to ye. I'm probably talking about, I don't know, it'll be dozens and dozens of videos there minimum. I don't know how many there are, I don't count, but I know that they are filled with heady goodness. They are filled with very, very, take that in your pipe and smoke it level great stuff. And you want that great stuff? think you do want that great stuff, you really should sign up to it. Give yourself the opportunity to learn something that will benefit you. Give yourself that opportunity, all right? This has nothing to do with me profiting. All right, anyway, make sure that you like and subscribe.